Good morning, everybody. My name is Erika Besnyi, and I'm really happy to be here, and thank you for the invitation. Before my presentation, I would like to invite you to a game. Okay, so please play with me. You can find here a so-called trustometer. You don't know me, you haven't heard about me before, and you haven't seen me. Please give me a number, how much you trust me. Okay, so you can pick up a number maybe under 0, okay, so maybe minus 30, or you can pick up a higher number, maybe up to 40. Okay, so have you got it in your mind? Then please keep it in your mind. So now I would like to introduce myself, and the second play is then please try to connect me. If you find a piece of information about myself which is interesting for you, you have done it before, or maybe your relatives have done it before, or maybe your friends have done it before, then please raise up your hands, okay? So, originally, I was made for a teacher. Any teacher here in the room? Oh, there is a teacher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of hands. Thank you very much. Okay, so there is some connection points. Okay, so I used to teach for several years, but my favorite activity, to tell you the truth, was writing subtitles to animated cartoons. Who's got kids in the room? Raise up your hands. Oh, many, many kids. Great, thank you. Okay, so have you got that film at home, Happy Chickens Christmas? No? I'm really sorry. Okay, so because then this is an absolutely Oscar winner prize film. Okay, this is a cartoon. Okay, so please buy it because it's worth buying it. Okay, so well, it was a nice try for me. So the very next phase in my life, then I decided that to earn some money. So I went to the sales. I sold almost everything. I used to work in a pub. Anybody? Pub? Yeah, oh, there is a pub, man. Very good. Okay, so. Maybe selling beer or wine? Oh, thank you very much. That's great. Nice connecting points. And I used to work in a boutique. Anybody? No. Boutique, yes, that's great. Summer job, maybe? Summer job? A kind of. Thank you very much. Okay, and I used to work as an insurance advisor. Insurance advisor? No. MLM systems, MBA? Nobody. Okay, so I sold almost everything except for kids, okay? So I didn't sell children, don't worry about that. And then I was seduced by several multinational companies. I used to work as a manager for more than 13 years. Is there anybody who is a manager here? Managers? Yeah, there are managers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, you are managers. And then I went back to the free market. So now I've been conducting trainings, more than 17 trainings in Hungarian and in English. Any trainers in the room? I know that there is a trainer in the room. Yeah, there are trainers. Thank you very much. And there is a trainer too. Thank you very much, Adina. And to tell you the truth, one of my favorite activities is coaching. Have you ever heard about coaching? Because today everybody is a coach. Okay, so you know what? My daddy doesn't want to believe that there are people who pay to me for listening to them. He says that it's not right, okay, so it's not a decent job. So whenever he's asked that, hey Joe, how about your daughter Erika? Then he keeps telling that, well, she's a teacher, she keeps fine, okay? So he would never admit that I'm a coach because it's not a decent job. And if you can connect to me, that in my free time, I have got a beautiful hobby. This is happiness researching. Who is looking for happiness? Raise up your hands. Everybody's looking for happiness. Very good. Okay. Professionally, it means that I'm looking for the reason that why we Hungarians feel so miserable. So there is a happiness list, you know, from 1 to 100. Where are we? What do you think? Hungarian people, where are on this list? Just guess. You said that absolutely down. Yes, you're right. Okay, so the place is 86. Okay, so I'm looking for the reason that how could we do it better. But to tell you the truth, that our special language, the Hungarian language, is a very difficult thing. Because we always keep telling negative things. Don't you want a coffee? Don't you want to go home? Don't you want to come with me? Okay, and the first 3 words, what we put in our kids' brain when they are very, very young? What do you think? Which is the first 3 words? Don't. Yes, you are right. Okay, so, and not? Okay, so when they fall, maybe, well, from the bed, don't cry, very good. Okay, and we are absolutely worried. Then we keep telling, then this is then, there ain't no problem. Okay, then in Hungarian, then this is that nincs semmi baj. Okay, so with 3 negative words, we express that everything is fine. Okay, so then that's why that I keep just looking for the reason that how could be more positive, because it would be very nice. So again, just look at your trustometer. Did I go up a little bit? Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, and you know what? Because we have found so many connecting points. That's very nice. Okay, so just to raise up my trustometer, just I brought you something else, because there are 3 very important things in my life. First of all, my teenager son. Who's got a teenager at home? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's a big fun, sometimes not. You know, scandals and other things. But I really like him. And the other thing is my teenager dog. Who's got a dog or a cat? Ants in the kitchen? Spiders? Anything? Snakes? Okay. I really like him, but I'm not a very well-trained dog owner, you know. And I was just sitting in the living room, and he was just wanted to find a fly in the living room, and he was hunting. This is the reason, and the result. Okay, that he managed to find. Okay? Cover it. I really like my job. I'm a trainer and I'm a coach and I like it very much. Okay, so just let's check it again. Trustometer. Did I go higher? Thank you. Because of the dog? No? Okay. So, you know, trust is a very, very tricky thing. And let me invite you to another game. I brought you 4 people. You will have 7 seconds to choose a new colleague for yourself. Don't take them home, okay? So just as a colleague, okay? So you will have 7 seconds. Look at the 4 men. Okay, 7 seconds are over. Who chose number 1? Just raise up your hand. Number 1, who would like to have him as a colleague? Oh, Juji wants him as a colleague. Very good. Only 1. You are only 1 in the room that who wants him. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it means that he's not very successful then. Okay, so number 2. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Number 3. Thank you. Very good. And number 4, don't take him home. Just as a colleague. It's again trust, because the basic question is that where is trust born? Is it born in our heart? Is it born in our soul? Or is it born in our brain? Yeah, you are right, that is it born in our brain. And you know, I hope that there is no neurosurgeon in the room. Is there any neurosurgeon? Then please have a coffee outside, okay? Because then it's an absolutely simplified model of our brains, okay? And this is, you know, topsy-turvy, okay? So this is the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. Just let me call your attention, then there is a paper kite, okay? Because sometimes they can identify that this is not a paper kite, this is something else, okay? It's a paper kite. So, right hemisphere you can find there, then it's a very tricky hemisphere. It's full of emotions, full of colors, smells, creativity, enthusiasm. And it's like a floppy-eared beagle, just is very, very curious, wants to know everything, interested in everything, and just running up and down. What I mean that's running up and down, because your brain is not running up and down, of course, but the brain cells. There are 6 billion contacts within 1 second in our right hemisphere. 6 billion. Can you imagine? This is like fireworks all the time. And we have got a left hemisphere. It's very strict. Then this is a pragmatist brain. There is the logic, math, systems, processes. It's like a server room for computers. And it's very slow. It's like, a very old dog just sitting and doing nothing. But I mean that very slow, it means that within 1 second, there are only 100 contacts. Okay, so compare again, 6 billion, 100. And you know what? When trust is born, we see somebody in the street or maybe in the cinema or anybody else, then immediately we can profile that kind of person. We have 7 seconds just to make judgments. And the scale is not very wide. Then you can imagine the scale, then next door neighbor, Mr. Joe, and Brad Pitt. Okay, so it's not a very wide scale. And then the young beagle will make the decision. He will make the call. Then maybe we can say that, yes, I like him. Like you did before the game. And then immediately, the left hemisphere will give you some explanation why you like him. Let's go back. So for example, why you like the second person? Because there were so many hands in the air when I asked that who will choose number 2. Why do you like number 2? He seems to be smart. Very good, thank you very much. He seems to be smart. He seems to be intelligent. And this is because of the glasses. You know, we have been wearing glasses from the 15th century. Who were the first people who were wearing glasses? Astronomers, doctors, thank you very much, absolutely. Rich people. Anybody else, maybe? Writers, very good, thank you very much. Okay, so from the 15th century, all over the world, we definitely know, we know it for sure, that people with glasses are intelligent and smart. Then this is a basic knowledge of humankind. Okay, and look at number 4, because you wanted to choose him. Why number 4? Because he's not wearing glasses. Then why? Smile. Okay, so open mouth. Okay, so you can see all of the 600 teeth in his mouth. And you know what? The beard. We know for sure that people with beard, you are smiling, yes, they are very, very trustworthy, and they are very kind. But how do we know it? What kind of people with beard have been in your life? Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Okay, so up to 7 years of age, that we were told that baby, okay, so there will be an old man with a beard, a long beard, and he will bring you some present, and he will be very kind, and he is not a pedophile, okay, so he's just simply kind, okay? And you mentioned that Jesus Christ, yeah, okay, so the image of God is always a person with beard. It's not as strong as like that wearing glasses. This is only just 70% in the humankind that we believe that people with beard are very, very smart. And you know, there are a lot of other reasons that our left hemisphere can you a very nice reason. For example, maybe blonde people are nicer for us, or people with blue eyes, because we find them innocent, harmless. And people over 180 centimeters, then this is 6 feet. Then we call them that, wow, they are very, very determined. Okay? And that's why just I asked you the trustometer when we started this presentation. Just look at me. No beard, no blonde, no blue eyes, no glasses, small, or maybe fat a little bit, but okay, so not tall, okay? But no trust, okay? So maybe you could start it with below 0. And you know just how tricky our brain is. Just look at again these men. Okay, so can you find any similarities in these 4 people? We don't see other body parts, okay? Yeah, very good. They are men, very good. How about their age? The same age, probably, okay, a similar age, yeah, very good. Anything else? They are white men, okay, so maybe that the third one maybe just went to the solarium or something like that. Okay, can I tell you the truth? They are the same man, that's right, okay. This is only just one person. He's an actor called Gregory Harrison. Sometimes he acts 2 or 3 roles in a film. Well, he's very, very smart, okay? So this is just how our floppy-eared beagle can cheat us, okay? Because we can profile people at 7 seconds. After the 7 seconds, we have the judgment whether he's nice or not. Okay, so where can we use it? Or how about the trust in the organizations, in the companies? Let me give you another example. In 2003, Globe Research Company made a very, very big survey around the world. It included 60 countries, and they invited 3 million people, 3 million employees to take part. And they asked the people to put themselves into this matrix according to loyalty and satisfaction, because they think then these are the 2 main factors of trust. If you trust yourself, if you trust the company, if you trust your manager or your colleagues, it means that you will be loyal and you will be satisfied. Maybe you can trust in your salary as well. Then this is another factor. Okay? If you look at the first grade, when you are satisfied and when you are loyal, what do these people do then? How do they behave in a working place? They are motivated, enthusiastic, very good, thank you very much. Encourage others. It's not a problem to do overtime. They can say that, hey, it's no problem, okay, so we can solve it. They keep smiling all the time. And that's why that we call these people apostles. How many percentage do you think that people put them here themselves? How many percentage of people? Okay, just let me guess, maybe more than 20? Raise up your hand. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so you say that this is less than 20. Less than 20, you are absolutely right. This is only 10%. And this was absolutely voluntary and anonymous, and this kind of survey. Let's go to the other section that you can find, and people there under this section, then they are loyal, but they are not satisfied. Is there any contradiction? So how could they be loyal, but they are not satisfied? Why don't they leave? Because maybe they have got a very high mortgage on the house. They have to pay it back. Okay, so maybe they can say that, well, I don't like my job, but I have to pay back the mortgage. Okay, so I have to say. Or maybe just, I don't like the job, but I like the colleagues. Okay, so I can make the compromise. Or maybe I'm too old. Wherever I can go. Okay, so I should go to retirement, okay, sometimes. Okay, so somehow they can make a compromise. These people are called hostages. And they suffer from a kind of Stockholm syndrome. So they could leave, but they don't. Okay, and just guess again that how many people put themselves here. Okay, so more than 20%? Who says more than 20? Oh, a lot of people. Okay, more than 30? More than 40? Ooh. Let me surprise you. This is 60%. Very high level. Do you want to know maybe the Hungarian result? Just to shock you? Almost 80, 75, yeah, 75%. Okay, this is tragical, I think. Okay, and my favorite part is coming. Okay, look at them. Not satisfied and not loyal. They are like the grumpy old man from the Muppet Show. You know, they are just standing in small groups in front of the building, keep smoking cigarettes, very, very nervously, and keep saying that, well, we should explode the whole thing. I don't like it. I think that it's tragical. It doesn't work, and it won't work. Okay, and they keep complaining all the time. Have you ever met them, maybe at meetings? Yes. What do they do at meetings? Pushing their telephones, and sometimes they are just shouting, oh, it won't work. Okay, so they keep trolling all the time. They are the trolls. And their favorite activity is what? That they go to the canteen at lunchtime, they pick up a hostage, and they are shouting at him, "Hey, Smith, why don't you leave? Can't you see you are just used? You have got an asshole boss, okay, so why don't you leave?" And then poor Smith, who is a hostage, feels absolutely miserable. Poor Hungarians, 75%. But they don't leave. They can't. They think that they can't. Okay, so but rebels, because we call them the rebels, they are not natural-born rebels. So they were sliding down, from apostles. They were hurt sometimes. Maybe they weren't promoted. They didn't get any feedback. And now they are rebels. So look at again the percentage. We have already used 70%. Okay, so how much do you think we could put here? Maybe more than 10? What do you think? More than 10? More than 20? You say 20. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 20. Okay, and you can calculate that the last section will be very interesting. Only then 10%. And you can find people here who are not loyal, but they are satisfied because they can get promotion, high salary, new cars, new laptops, new telephones, incentives, bonuses, everything. New secretaries. Sorry? Yeah. Sometimes we call them maybe the Z generation, so young people belong to here because they want everything immediately. And if they don't get it, then they will leave immediately, okay? Because that's why that we call these people mercenaries. These are the soldiers, paid by their service. Okay, and it's very easy, I think, just to work with mercenaries because this is a fair business. You gave me your time and your, just very, very high working standards, and I will pay for you. This is a fair business, a real deal. And it's very interesting when they talk to each other, apostles and mercenaries. Apostles want to have maybe a team building session. And he keeps telling that, okay, so we can spend maybe 2 days together, okay? You can find, just a bonfire and drinking some brandies, whiskeys, and making some salonna in English. I don't know what it is, salonna, the real one, just to put it on a stick and put it into the fire. Okay, and the mercenaries just keep telling, how long does it take? Up to 5 o'clock in the afternoon? No, the whole night. Okay, then don't play with my time. 5 o'clock, I will leave. Okay, tomorrow morning, I will join again. Apostles don't understand. And as a manager, which section do you have to pay the most attention? Where you put your focus? Which section? Yeah, originally rebels because they are very, very loud. But originally that you should keep focus on apostles. Don't lose apostles. Give them feedback and strengthen their trust that everything will be fine. He's got a future here. You trust him. Because if you lose an apostle, then you will lose all of the others. Because the apostles will just keep them on their back. Okay, have you ever heard about Mr. Pareto? Pareto, the economist? He was a very funny economist because he was just gardening and suddenly he found the Pareto principle. Whenever I'm gardening, I never find anything, only just carrots, okay? But he found the Pareto principle and he said, then the upper 20% will perform the 80% of the performance. Okay, so it means that if you belong to either section, either apostles or maybe mercenaries, it means that you could be very tired and exhausted sometimes because a lot of people are missing there. Because other people just will perform the 20% of the performance. So, it was, I think, a really shocking model. I really like it because it can just raise up your attention that we have to focus on apostles. And if you are apostles, then please keep your faith, okay? And sometimes you have to communicate that you are apostles and what you need, more feedback, for example. Maybe you need some promotion. And at the beginning of this year, I was very, very lucky because we had a beautiful program called an internal train-the-trainer program. for judges. And this is a very special occasion. Just let me say thank you, the President, Tunde Hando, because it was her original idea, fantastic idea, and thank you for your support. Because at that time, I managed to meet 25 apostles. 25 fantastic apostles, judges who wanted to learn how to teach, how to train their colleagues, how to give and pass knowledge, assertive communication, for example, or maybe this model, just I've shown you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a fantastic 2 days here, and I wish you to have apostles. I wish you to be apostles, and keep your faith and keep your trust. And the last is, thank you for your attention, and thank you for your trust.